Okay, this is the last piece of notes for graphing for the whole unit. So we're going to go through these, and then you're going to have all of the notes that you need in order to complete the unit test. So this is going to be writing equations from a graph. So this is where we're not giving any numbers. We're only given a graph. So let's look at what that looks like. So I have here on my graph, I have 2 points. I'm going to go ahead and label my 2 points. Not that you need to do that, but I just want to show you this. So this is my point. Here is 0, 0. And the point here is 2, 1. Okay, so we have our points. So we need to find out, and let's go ahead and pick out our y-intercept. So our y-intercept in this case is 0, 0, or 0. We're just going to say 0. It's the point 0, 0. It's on the y-axis at 0, so our y-intercept is 0. Now we need to find our slope. We're going to go from one point to the other point. And it doesn't have to be the point that's on the y-axis, but these 2 points are given to me, so I'm going to use them. So I'm going to go up 1, so up 1, and remember our slope is rise over run. So I'm going to go up 1 over 1, 2, over 2. So my slope then is 1 over 2. That's my slope. Okay. Now that I know my slope, I can put the information I have into my equation of y equals mx plus b. Because I know my slope and I know my y-intercept. So my equation then is going to be y equals, what is my slope? My slope in this case is 1 over 2 x plus my y-intercept, 0. That's it. That's my equation. Y equals 1/2 x plus 0. So all I did was go to my graph, find my y-intercept, determine my slope, and then I'm able to plug that into the equation y equals 1/2 x plus 0. Let's look at another one. Okay, here I'm going to find my y-intercept first. So I'm going to look along my y-axis, and I see a point where it crosses right here, and that is at -3. So my y-intercept is -3. And I'm given 2 points in this graph. I'm going to go ahead and label them just because I like to label them. So it's going to be -2, -1, and -4, 1. Okay, I'm going to go to one of the points, and I always start with the point at the lowest point. You can start at the highest point, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to start at the lowest point. So I'm going to start here. And I'm going to go up 1, 2. So I'm trying to get to the other point. So I went up 2, and I'm going to go over 1, 2 to the left, which makes it a -2. So I went up 2 to the left 2, which is negative. So that tells me my slope is up 2 over -2. And I can reduce that. 2 divided by -2 is -1. Okay. Now I have all of the information that I need to write my equation for y equals mx plus b. So y equals my slope, or my m. Remember, always remember our m is our slope. So my m is negative, oops, let's switch that back, -1x And my y-intercept, or my b, my y-intercept is negative 3. So my equation for this graph is y equals negative 1x minus 3. Now, I can check myself. I can go back. Let's use yellow. I can go back, and I know that I need to graph my y-intercept first whenever I graph a line. And I see that my y-intercept is at negative 3. And my slope says that it's negative 1, which tells me one of two things. I can go down 1 over to the right 1, and look, it hits a line. Or I can go up 1 into the left 1, and that hits a line. Up 1, left 1, that hits one of the points given. So we're right. Let's try one more. This one's a little bit trickier. Let's find my y-intercept first, right here. Here's where it crosses my y-axis at negative 1. Okay? Then I have 2 points here. I'm trying to get to the next point. I didn't go up any. So I didn't go up any. So plus 0 over 1. So my slope is 0 over 1, or just 0. Okay, goes back to like what we were just talking about the vertical and horizontal lines. So now I know my equation, y equals mx plus b. I have a 0 slope, so y equals 0x minus 1. And when we have 0 times x, we get 0, so that actually just kind of cancels out. Y equals negative 1 is my slope. Or I'm sorry, is the equation to this line. My slope is 0. Remember, a 0 slope has a horizontal line. Okay, now, what if we're given a graph, but it doesn't already have points on it like the ones above did? That's okay. We can pick any 2 points. So I'm actually going to pick this point here. I'm going to find 2 places where it crosses evenly, like intersects 2 lines. So I'm going to pick that one and this one. Okay, well, it just so happened that one of the points that I picked is my y-intercept. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. My y-intercept is 4. Well, let's change our color. Keep it consistent. So our y-intercept is 4. And again, I like to start at that bottom point and go up first from here. So it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up 8, over 1, 2, 3. So my slope then is 8 over 3. So my equation of y equals mx plus b is going to be y equals my slope, 8 over 3x, and my y-intercept plus 4. And again, here's where I got this information. My slope, and my y-intercept, And that's my answer. Y equals 8 over 3x plus 4. So there's not been much different. You just have to find the 2 points on the graph first before you start counting. So let's look at this one. I'm going to use two different points here. I'm going to use this point and this point. Okay. I could use any point. There's a point here, there's one here, there's one here. So it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and use this one and this one. Now, I'm going to find my y-intercept, and that's right here. So my y-intercept is -2. And then my slope from the 2 points that I chose were up 1 over 1, 2. Up 1 over 2, so 1 over 2. And then my equation, y equals mx plus b, y equals 1/2 x, and my b is -2. And that's my answer. Again, you'll have an opportunity to practice this on the worksheet that says practice. I didn't realize that this last one here, is the same as the one we did above, so we're just gonna not worry about that one. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.